What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NFL DFS video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys for joining me. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Thank y'all for joining me for this Thursday night showdown breakdown for Draftkings. All right, we're going to break down the best plays, the best way I like attacking this game tonight on DraftKings to get us that takedown spot. I've already posted my early looks for this slate showdown, my favorite optimal lineups at greenlightdfs.com on the NFL access page. If you want that, go ahead and join up at greenlightdfs.com. I have a really good feel on how I want to approach this slate, and it just makes a ton of sense to me. All right. First and foremost, at the captain spot, I think it needs to be Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is a big part of this San Francisco offense. San Francisco's at home and expected to be up big in this game most of the game, which is going to mean they're going to lean heavily on the run. You're going to see a lot of Christian McCaffrey tonight. And when them getting up big is going to be a lot of Christian McCaffrey there too. So Christian McCaffrey, man, in my opinion, is somebody that might possibly be locked at the captain position. Now, if you're making multiple versions, right? If you've got 10 plus versions, sure, have some versions without McCaffrey in it. If you're playing one like me, I like to hone in on 1 to 3 lineups that I really love the most and really like use those, sprinkle those in different contests. Christian McCaffrey is going to be in a lot of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, with game script in mind, all that stuff. I mean, the situation is perfect for Christian McCaffrey. Obviously, you're spending a very big premium on him. I completely understand if anybody wants to go down to Daniel Jones, who will also be playing catch up and also has the solid floor with his feet. Um, but for me, I'm still getting Daniel Jones. I'm just putting my overall favorite player of the night at captain, and that's Christian McCaffrey. On the other side, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones playing catch up. Like I said, he's going to be behind all game. He's going to have to air it out a ton. He's going to have to do a lot with his feet. Not only can he get you a floor with his feet, but he also is going to be expected to air this ball out. So I love Daniel Jones on the run back. And then I like pairing Daniel Jones up with some value, man. You have Slayton that you can go with at 5'6". Um, I'm not going to have a lot of Matt Breida. This is not really a great game script for him. Yes, he could see some targets, but I'm not expecting a big usage out of him. Darren Waller is a perfectly fine guy to pair with Daniel Jones, sure. All that's fine. Darius Slayton, 5'6". Darren Waller, both solid options. I think I lean Slayton point per dollar a little bit. Now, if you really want to get sneaky and try to really get a value, you've got Wan'Dale Robinson, who's expected back at only 200. I'm going to put him in just because that's interesting to me on the run back, and he makes a lot happen and it allows you to get the studs that you want in this game. I'm not saying Wan'Dale Robinson is a lock, but you got to get a bit creative on showdowns. You got to try to be different where you can. Wan'Dale's expected back. It's a very pass-heavy script for the Giants. We could see some of him, and at 200, I mean, one catch and I'd be fine with it. You know what I mean? So very cheap, sneaky play in Wan'Dale Robinson I wanted to put in here for you guys to definitely consider tonight. Like I said, Sterling Shepard is a guy who's sure in a very pass-heavy script in a situation where they could be possibly getting blown out. We could see a lot of like guys who maybe don't see the field a ton right now on the field in this one. Um, I also need to really talk about this 49ers defense because they might possibly, you know what, Wandale's a good value, but I really feel like 49ers defense is extremely interesting. Now, it's okay to play the 49ers defense with Daniel Jones because of what Daniel Jones can do with his feet. At the end of the day, his floor is probably just as high, one of the highest on this slate because of what he can do with his feet, on top of him playing catch up in this one. Daniel Jones can have a solid game, and that 49ers defense still get a defensive touchdown and get some sacks on him throughout the game and have an amazing game as well. I just really like the correlation of McCaffrey with the 49ers defense in lineups tonight. It just, I feel like this team, 49ers, are the first home game of the year facing a struggling Giants team without Saquon Barkley. It's just going to be very tough sledding for the Giants, and I think the 49ers are really going to get going defensively here. I think it's going to be very tough. But on the other side, you need a Giants player. Daniel Jones would be the guy I'm locking in because of the floor he has with his rushing ability and him playing catch up. So that's for me. Christian McCaffrey, Daniel Jones, and 49ers D is kind of a really good starting spot for your lineups that I really like. I do like Debo Samuel. I think he could be a part of that game script. to get them up, and then he also gets some touches in the run game, which is interesting. Brock Purdy, sure. Darren Waller's very interesting to me playing catch up. Darius Slayton. Any receiving options for the Giants make a lot of sense to pair with Daniel Jones. Christian McCaffrey with the 49ers D. Jake Moody, kicker for San Francisco, is interesting to me. Graham Gano, I could see the Giants getting partly there and then have to settle on Graham Gano field goal many, many times tonight. Um, so yeah, but that's about it for me. That's kind of how I'm attacking this slate. Let me know if you guys have any kind of strategies you're using on this slate that you think you're really feeling, and just talk amongst yourselves down there, man. Help each other out. But yeah, that's the kind of the way I'm liking to attack this slate so far today. Obviously, the most optimal possible version you can play will be posted at Greenlight DFS before the games start. Right now, I have my early version posted. If you want to see that, you can go to Greenlight DFS, grab a subscription, and you can see that on the NFL Access page. If any updates are needed, if I decide to update anything, or if I can get any better as the day goes on, I will. But for right now, yeah, I'm really liking the strategy on this one. All right. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Let's get this money tonight. Take down Thursday night showdown. Let's get it. I'm out.